Cheers, legends. Sammy from Short and Stout Beer Reviews. We've got a German beer tonight. Dab. So yeah, Dab is like an abbreviation for Dortmunder Brewery. Yeah, it's known as a Dortmunder export lager, sort of like it's its own style pretty much. And it's in 500 ml can. You can get it in bottles as well, but I think I've only seen it in the cans in Australia. Percentage is 5. And I have had it before, but like I can't really remember it too well. I remember having it years ago, just randomly, when I used to like I'd go into bottle shops and just buy anything that I hadn't tried before. I'm going the little dimple mug for this one. I just thought I'd mix it up. It's got that slight German look to it. Hope everyone's doing well. So we got Craig. Cheers, brother. I just watched your review of this beer just to see what you thought of it. You are quite the fan. I think you're on to like your second or third 4-pack of it, so that's a good sign. Cheers, Lee. Good to see you. And cheers, Beardy. How are you, brother? Yeah. So I'm on morning shift, and yeah, this is my first beer of the day. I've just been really tired, so I've been having like little arvo naps, or I've been doing some cooking, or just sort of chilling with the dogs. And yeah, actually wanted to do 2 beer reviews tonight. So I'm doing this one first, and then a bit of Hype's craft beer in about 45 minutes time. So yeah, let's pour this bad boy. It's got a bit of a crack in it, this glass. I don't know if you can. Yeah, there you go. It's real thick glass though, so let's hope it doesn't break mid-review. I'll go the slightly aggressive pour. It's very lively in carbonation, this one. So yeah, clean and clear, like a pale straw in colour. The head's gone pretty quick, but yeah, it was like one finger when I sort of first poured it. I'd say light body, light to medium. But yeah, I had a Australian breweries version of this beer probably about a year ago, and I remember it being slightly darker than this, but yeah, it was meant to taste pretty similar. So let's get a nose on it. It's probably going to be hard in this glass. Oh, not too bad. So yeah, malty. It's got that slight grainy, biscuity. It's got a bready touch, but it's a little different. It's almost like you could nearly, because it's got that grainy edge to it, you can nearly say like multi-grain bread sort of aroma. Hmm. I'm not really getting any hop aroma though. It's mainly malt, and like it's got like a slightly sweet smell. Might be a touch earthy, but that's about it. Anyway, I'm going in. Cheers, boys. I'll probably put this down in one gulp. It's quite nice. It's actually more malty than you expect. It's got that like toasty sort of moldy backbone. You don't really get like a caramel touch you do with some beers sort of similar to this. Yeah, I'm going to stick with the whole multi-grain bread. That's what it reminds me of. Yeah, and slightly like crackery. I get like a touch of bitterness. It's almost like a grassy bitterness. I'm not sure what hops they'd use. I'm assuming it'd be, yeah, you're like old school German hops. So yeah, you're probably getting like that touch of like grassiness and like spice. Yeah, like a lot of German lagers, I'm not really getting that lemon touch. But I like the fact that it's quite unique. It doesn't really taste like a Helles, and it doesn't taste like a Pilsner. It's like, yeah, it's its own sort of thing. Bit like that's what I get with the Kolsch as well. It's like unique. That's what's cool about Germany. They have like their own styles specific to regions, which is pretty cool. And yeah, that can, I like it, like the bright green and very like basic. But yeah, it looks cool. Sort of thing that stands out. Whenever I think of um oh no, yeah, I was thinking of something else actually. I was thinking of the truck, but the truck's DAF, DAF. Yeah, I can't remember how much I paid for this. I mean, I obviously paid more for what it's worth just being in Australia and an export, or should I say import. Um, yeah, I'm glad to try it again. And yeah, I can see why Craig's gone so many of them. Like, if you had access to this beer and yeah, you had a few of them in the fridge, it'd be quite good. It's super refreshing. It's sort of light and crisp, but it's yeah, like it's just got a bit more malt kick to it. It's yeah, it comes across as the sort of like beer someone with more experienced palate would appreciate. Like I feel if you're in Germany, you had a heap of different styles together. Your common man that hasn't really drank heaps of different styles wouldn't probably go for something like this. They'd go more for just your easier drinking like Helles or Pilsner. Um, yeah, whereas like people like us, we'd go for like this or an alt beer or yeah, a Kolsch or even like a dark lager or something. But yeah, quite impressed. So it was in Home Bargains. Cool. Yep. Cool. Black Aces. Where are they from? I've been stumbling across quite a few new like bands lately. It's good. I've always got my finger on the pulse, like researching and checking out new stuff. And like a lot of people say, oh, there's no good bands out there anymore, but they're normally people that still listen to the same music they listened to like 20 years ago and won't get out there and check out new things. So yeah, the look out for my next review. It'll be starting in 40 minutes. It's a collab between Garage Project and Alvarado Street. Garage Project, in my opinion, one of the best breweries in the world. They're out of New Zealand. Alvarado Street are out of California, and it's part of Garage Project's Happy series. I did the other one with Verdant a few days ago, and that was awesome. This one's going to be a West Coast IPA, so I'm pretty excited for it. $5.99 a 4 pack. See, I would have paid more for one can than that. Like if you converted that to Australian, it'd probably be like what, $10. I think that's about what I paid for one can. I did a shop. This is how ridiculous Australian beer is. I mean, it's craft beer, and I've bought some real bangers, but I just did an order before. It was, I think it was 16 beers, and it cost me $230. No wonder I'm fucking struggling. I mean, I make decent money, but yeah, I spend a lot on booze. If I lived in a country where it wasn't so expensive, I might have way better savings than what I do here. Yeah, appreciate it, Lee. I didn't end up doing the beer review I was going to do last night. I was going to do Cooper's Sparkling Ale for Macro Monday, but I ended up having the boys on that are up in New England at the moment. Beer Man, Bumpy, Eric, and Tanner. They were hanging together in I was like a family home, but they've been in like Airbnbs and stuff. They've been traveling around, going to heaps of breweries, and yeah, I hosted a show last night, just me with them all together. It was pretty cool. Yeah, nah, this is just a review anyway, dude. It'll be 2 reviews tonight. And yeah, 2 good beers. I wish it was. Do you really? If you do, I bet you they've been sitting there for a while. Yeah, it's fucking bullshit, dude. Like one of the beers I got, it's going to be absolutely banging, but it's an Australian beer, so I don't know why it's so fucking expensive. It's by Hawkers out of Melbourne, and it's a smoked. I think it was a smoked imperial stout with maple syrup, and I've heard like only good things, like how fucking good it was. But its price was like its original price was like $32 just for like a. I'm pretty sure it's only like 375 ml. One beer for that price, and it's not. I mean, they've got a bit of hype to them, but there's no way it should be that expensive. I think I paid 26 for it, so I got a bit of a saving on it, but still, like, fucking ridiculous. No wonder these breweries here are struggling with the tax on it. Most like fucking 99% of people would not pay that amount for one beer like I do. May, oh yeah. Yeah. Me and Craig will change that. we'll, we're going to come over together and just drink whatever's in your house. Yeah. It's funny with the young ones these days how, I mean, it might be different in the States, but where I live, most young ones don't even drink now. They'll finish work for the week. That's if they fucking turn up. They're more than likely to fucking do 2 or 3 shifts a week, and they can't be fucked turning up for the other ones. And then they'll sit at home playing games the whole weekend and don't even like. The only socialising they do is through a fucking microphone playing games. It's like what a shit life to live. I mean, not all of them are like that, but most are. Like, I just listen to the conversations at work in like the staff room and that, and I'm just like, fuck me, it's a different world. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It'd want to be like that's the thing. Like you can pay that amount, and then the beer's not even that good. Yeah, nah. Macro in Australia is the same as what it is in Canada. So I've talked to heaps of Canadians about it. It's very similar price. See, if I was like blokes like Shane that lived right near the border, I'd just get my macros in America. But their craft is a lot cheaper than ours. They get craft for reasonable prices, whereas our craft's like fucking even worse than macro. That's why whenever people whinge about beer prices, they've got no idea. Like Australia, like I've heard, yeah, like Adam and that saying that England's got it bad, but they've got it nothing compared to Australia. It's like fucking nearly twice as bad. Yeah, America's good. I mean, you guys with your macros, you can get fucking huge racks of beers for like less than $20. Fuck, that's awesome. See, because I live in a pretty shitty country town, I've got like three pubs in the whole town, and most of them are like not even open like at night. Or like yeah, Friday and Saturday night, they shut just after dinner time. It's like, what a fucking shithole. My hometown's not too bad. It's more lively in that, but where I live now, it's just shit. Yeah. See, in Australia, you can't even get a 4 pack of craft for $20. I mean, oh, actually, you can, but it's normally real shit. Most average, like 4 packs or 6 packs of craft in Australia is over 20. I'm going to pour a little more in my glass, shall I? Tonight's one of those nights where I reckon I'll get the feel for it, but I won't be able to kick on because I have to get up at like 4:30, which is only 7 hours from now. Yeah, one thing I noticed with your review, Craig, just I don't know whether it was you probably either you sort of forgot like what you were doing when you were sort of talking about the beer, or you just found it hard to like come up with like descriptives for it. And like I could understand sort of both because it's one of those beers. It's like it's got that malty sweetness. It's a little bit different, but it's like yeah, it's sort of it's hard to sort of explain what exactly is going on in it. And yeah, with your review, I think you were more just talking about yeah your enjoyment for it and where you could get it, and like yeah, you probably just got a little derailed, I'd say. But no, I can see why you definitely enjoy it. Though. I want like is if anyone out there knows like the Dortmunder, I'm assuming this is probably the main Dortmunder brewery, but are there like heaps of others that do this same style? Like, is Dortmunder export like a thing by quite a few other breweries, or is it sort of exclusive to this brewery? I can't think if Dortmund's like what part of Germany it is. Normally, I'm pretty good with like geography and that sort of stuff, but some of the cities and that in Europe, I sort of forget exactly where they're based. Yeah. Yeah, that's insane. Like for us to get a beer under like $3 or $2 each or whatever, it's just very rare. Yeah. It's probably a good thing I don't smoke, Joey. Or like, yeah, I'm not a regular like cigarette smoker because that's just as bad with tax. People that smoke and drink here in Oz must just blow their whole wage every week. One of my workmates said he had a peanut butter. I think it was a peanut butter whiskey or a peanut butter bourbon. He said it was really good. But yeah, when he said it's really good, I don't know like if he's had many whiskies and bourbons and that before. Because yeah, sometimes people will say something's awesome, but yeah, you don't know sort of what scale of what else they've drank. Yeah, yeah. Like obviously, there's like breweries in other countries that do the style and call it that. But I just wondered in Germany if it's like a popular thing. Geography. Australia is down under. Oh yeah, cool. Well, what I'm going to do is wrap this review up because I have another one in like 20 minutes. And I'll just sit and sip on the rest of this beer and get ready for the next one. So yeah, if you want to watch some more of my shit talk and consumption of alcohol, check us out in like 20 minutes. So yeah, thanks for chiming in. And yeah, as far as score for this beer goes, I'd probably, in all honesty, like for like a macro lager, I think it's really good. I'd go a solid 4 out of 5. It's pretty decent. And yeah, like I'm assuming on Untapped and that it's probably got a real shit score. It's probably like down around 3 or even less. So yeah, 4 out of 5, quite generous. And yeah, I wish I could get a cheap 4 pack like Craigie boy. Yeah, bro. Next beer should be good, especially being a Westie and yeah, collab with the West Coast Brewery. Should be awesome. Yeah, no worries, dude. Thanks for chiming in. So yeah, 4 out of 5 for DAB, Dortmunder export out of Dortmund in Germany, and it was 5%. Get it in cans and bottles. Highly recommend. A little bit different, which is good. And yeah, we'll see you soon for our garage project and Alvarado Street. Cheers, peeps.